Newsflash! Penacony's Charmony Festival has entered its countdown phase. Accompanied by Clocky's TikToks, after 12 system hours, this grand celebration will commence with much fanfare.
I already told you! We can talk things out!
I'm sorry, Fluffy. I really have something urgent to attend to, so I had no choice but to resort to asking this favor of you all.
Since you already know what you're doing, I'll also have to remind you of its risks.
Hey, partner, what's with the hostility? I thought pulling this thing out was just a way of saying hello.
For the last time, state your identity and purpose.
My name's Boot Hill, and I'm a Galaxy Ranger.
A Galaxy Ranger?
You look like you seen a ghost. Did you think we all went extinct? Well, that's the price you pay for being off-grid for too long.
The righteous heroes of the hunt would never hijack the Astral Express.
I ain't hijacked anything. What, chatting with someone while holding the gun is considered a hijacking?
It probably is.
Pardon my frankness, but there are plenty of rumors in the cosmos regarding the Galaxy Ranger's current status, and none of them are pretty stories. I have a hard time believing you.
Oh, this is hilarious. The tale that this bunch of fools spin is getting out of hand. There's even a bit about the Galaxy Rangers being turned into gibbons by Dr. Primitive, and they're in some valley screwing around on swings. Of course, I know you won't believe me, which is also why, similarly, I have a hard time believing that you're the real Nameless. See the bullets in this gun? 9mm, an eternal classic. I may need the Astral Express's help right now, but if you're an imposter just like that one, then this bullet might just end up in my head. I can't allow myself to be exposed to danger. That's just the way it goes, so you all have to first prove yourselves.
Recognize this?
It's a model fudger. The Jade Abacus of Ally and Oath. The Cian Joe really gave this to you.
Model fudger?
This is the Jade Abacus gifted to the Express by the Xianzhou Luofu's general, Jing Yuan. Its presence on board serves as the Xianzhou Alliance's official recognition of the Express. Is that enough?
Not bad, kiddo. And across these sprawling stars, a gentle squeeze is all it takes to rustle up a whole legion of Cloud Knights. Now, I reckon that'd be...
Now it's
been ages since the Galaxy Rangers had the spotlight shown on them. All right, then.
And why would I play along?
If I truly am a real guy...
All right, then. Tell me.
Everyone's on their own fated path along the hunt, with their own...
This reply does not instill trust.
I'm guessing you're gonna ask about some form of shit. Never bully the weak. Never kill the innocent. As Galaxy Rangers, we strictly adhere, and in this moment, the other crucial meaning of
Second question.
I already said that I seek no trouble. I must go to Penacony for a...
Aren't the Galaxy Rangers also esteemed guests?
Oh, you've hit the nail on the head. My informant is a memo keeper. She's the same as all memetic.
That Galaxy Ranger imposter.
Is that the third question?
Is it a hard question?
It isn't. Just that you might...
That's impossible.
That's what I said. Don't...
IX never gives anyone so much as a first glimpse.
Then you must know that emanators can also conceal their own... I had the good fortune of running into an elation emanator. It's even in the purest hunt, you'll find the Xianzhou Alliance to reckon that nihility emanators don't exist. So, do you understand now? We don't know what's happening in the dreamscape or how much of what... And that Acheron, who knows what she intends to do?
I don't intend to do anything.
That's not up to did you know? People who come to the land of dreams for the first time, they'll subconsciously stop to reaffirm that be it reality or dream. Staring at the sky is instinct, but now this night sky has been...
A single slash of a blade isn't really accurate. It was actually 2 blades.
That's not many guests who weren't supposed to be invited have gathered at this banquet. The planet of festivities has no place for you.
Speaking of living in the shadows, there's probably not much Penacony's dream master.
Whether you believe it or not, this is... We are one.
Is this the unity that the family espouses?
My mortal shell has long since dissipated. The Oak family's 107,336 offspring are now my eyes, ears, and mouths, spreading joy across dreams when required, and in times of essential need, exiling evil from this haven in my stead.
From the sound of it, it seems like you're asking me to leave Penacony.
I am glad that you're an understanding one. Alas,
If you think you can.
are you threatening?
I ended it with a period, knowing who I am and still showing such malice. You're not the first, nor will you be the last. This scene played out many times before. And usually, when faced with my questions, most people retort, "Why can't I?" The result has invariably been that they can't.
You are confident. But be reminded, the family is forgiving, but not weak. The chords of the harmony extend across worlds. If you do not comply, when the blade is unsheathed for even a hair's breadth, you will never be able to escape the eternal centurion's wrath in all of your lifetime. 137 individuals. That is how many heathens I have exiled since I became Dream Master. Among them were those who once severed my wings, and those who immolated my body. And here I stand again, about to add another mark to the tally.
And you will die. I mean. But that won't come to pass. I'll do as you ask. I'll leave.
A wise choice.
I wasn't aware there was a choice.
To you, that surely is the only option. Please bear in mind, you and Penacony are of different worlds. Those born on the far bank cannot seek solace across the river. Leave and never return. The radiance of the planet of festivities is overwhelmingly bright, luring in tricksters, wrongdoers, and criminals. But even the harmony itself will never welcome the self-annihilator of nihility. And even more so, when this self-annihilator heralds the destruction of everything. Your strength is obviously a gift of the sleeping and shapeless, immeasurable and fathomless, like a tributary spawned from the abyss that brings death and sin to all. Acheron, a befitting name.
Take it from someone on the other side of your so-called river. You know better than I do that Penacony has already deviated from the harmony. Whatever your intentions may be, I foresee only one outcome. Its future holds nothing but nihility, just like all the worlds that have drowned in their shadow.
Attention, please. The unusual event that
Oh, I swear that was no movie shoot. So many chips fell from the sky, and I even caught one of them. But it vanished in an instant before my very eyes.
Excuse me. Are you talking about the Clock Studios theme park incident?
Yeah, what about it? Oh, Miss Robin, am I seeing things right?
No need to worry. I apologize for any inconvenience caused to your delightful dream journey. What you just mentioned about the chips really piqued my interest. Would you mind providing more details about the incident?
Oh, it was just those chips you normally see everywhere. The green ones?
And then those chips simply disappeared.
Huh? Miss Robin, you mean...
Shh. This technology hasn't been made. Can you help me keep this secret?
Oh, I see. Then it...
Thank you.
Oh.
Press it at just the right moment in the cell. All right. It looks like there are other guests. So many people talking about it. This commotion at the theme park definitely made waves.
They would protect the guests within the... The family needs to provide a...
It appears the good sir has seen many. However, their target...
Miss Robin, I know the Bloodhound family has already... The family can try their best to protect...
But as you can see, sir, no innocent bystanders. Perhaps the dreamscape is not as perfect as promised.
I could stay here, but keep in mind, guests come to Penacony to enjoy...
Of course. With the Charmony Festival about... Hello. May I...
Nothing to be worried about.
Hey, are you a fool? You don't even recognize Miss Robin.
Hey, don't sweat it.
Oh, we've sealed off the theme park.
Rest assured, Miss Robin will intensify our...
I trust you guys. But...
Actually, I was there.
Miss Robin, tell you...
Thank you all for your loyalty. Of course the family did not agree.
No wonder. So this is the...
Don't worry. Mr. Sunday.
Please be assured, Miss Robin, we...
Thank you for your hard work. If there are, and this is a small gift prepared by the Iris.
I can't believe I received a gift.
If trouble comes knocking on our door, we're not...
Miss Robin?
I didn't expect to meet a fan.
I can't believe I'm actually meeting the real...
Preparation is important. But regarding the recent mishap...
But, are you sure it was actually a mishap? Plus, I met that generous gentleman. He looked...
Everyone, please do not panic.
Even if you say so, Miss Robin.
Some people just never listen, do they?
Miss Robin?
Still, I suppose I should keep on...
Huh?
Here, take this, little guest. This gift has been... Make sure to take good care of it until the opening of the charming event. You never know. So...
We're back to where it all began. You entered the golden hour from this place. And it is a pleasure to journey alongside you once more. I'm fine. I know you have many questions. In that instant before it killed me, so following the clues in the script, I intended to call upon death before you arrived. It is how you see now. I was impaled by the bladed wings of death. The heavy pressure of concentration, but after the momentary numbness subsided, I was still alive. And it was just as I thought. I had arrived at a place starkly different from this beautiful dream. Beneath the dreamscape of Penacony lies another, more chaotic, more primal memory zone. Its name? Land of the Exiles. And so, then I returned to the hotel in the dreamscape, hoping to tell you of its existence. Yet I could not reveal my own identity. And after... And that's it. That is all that's happened so far. I know it's tough to believe all this without... Now, take a deep breath. 3, 2, 1. Don't be afraid. Do you have a driver's license?
I do.
That is...
Why? Because this is Japella, the city of sin.
I'm just thinking that you haven't slept in 20...
I'm fine. Also...
I'm not so sure about that.
Infiltration is over. Feel free to activate Sam anytime you like.
There's still some time before the next... Such a long tunnel.
In half a system hour, it will lead us... It's in your script, too.
Sorry.
There... I told you before.
What about you, then?
As always, it's a blank...
Because I'm currently in a car with a...
This car had...
Elio would always say there's only one time, but before that moment arrives...
After today, Japella's name will disappear from COD. That's your next stop.
Land of the Dreams.
I... hope you...
Yeah. Glad to see you're safe and sound.
Close your eyes. This is
the question that has been perplexed every emergence of that meme.
The atmosphere here is starkly different from the beautiful, but from the whispers of the residents.
It's that man again. Always in the right place at the right time. Though that does save us the trouble of looking for him. Himiko and March have already made a move. Get ready.
The real dreamscape. The land of the exiles. Before we go, should we speak to everyone first?
haven of memories. Every touch.
Time of wasting money, buddy! Tick-tock! Oh boy! I've eaten too much this time!
The real dreamscape. The land of the exiles. Before we go, should we speak to everyone?
Keep going straight down this alley and it'll lead to an elevator. It'll take us to the center of the land of the exiles.
They tell me what I should do.
What a huge clocky. Looks like the watchmaker also left his mark on Dreamflux Reef. This size within the dreamscape, and all beyond the family's reach. The atmosphere in this fortress...
When I first saw it, what's even more bizarre...
But there's no...
Take a right turn at the end of this...
Not coming with us?
The Astral Express likely...
Sure. Let's reconnect. Letting her go was the right decision. Let's go. He's right, the Reverie Hotel's bellboy. We'd better check, just...
Just like poetry, so are...
the guest from before. We meet again! And a new friend. Forgot to introduce myself. I'm the hotel's bellboy, Misha.
Hello, Misha. I'm Welt. We met in a dream. Oh. And...
Tick-tock! Oh!
You're...
No. How did you two get...
So, this...
Yep. After my work in the beautiful dream ends, I'll go back home.
This... Sleepy.
Sleepy is a memory zone meme. Looks fierce and has...
Based on the description that...
Death?
I see.
I see. Is it Miss Robin?
Just as I thought.
If you're looking for Miss Robin...
If it's not too much trouble. Also, we're looking for our missing companions. A woman with red hair accompanied by a girl with pink hair. Have you seen them?
Oh, how about this? She's gone to Miss...
All right, then. Well, we now... Yes, that's my thinking. Say, I can't shake off. Forget it.
Everyone, look! From here... Oh... Look! There she is! My calculations are fine. Who are you all, and why haven't you left yet? This place is about to disappear. I'm Kami, a dreamscape survey. See that huge gaping hole? It was just... But the scary part is, I constantly am after 10s. Please don't worry. This sort of thing has happened many times before.
You don't say. There was a...
Oh, do you know her too?
We're very...
Why, of course. Regrettably, due to the I came to Penacony to learn... I felt it. The source...
Does the name, madam? That's right. It seems like she...
Miss Kami regularly meant... Our destination is the commercial district. That's where the largest crowds gather in Dreamflux Reef. We might be able to find the others there. Let me go! Ghost, there's a ghost!
Oh my. I'm human and so are you. Can you get a grip? Mr. Yang and Miss Quickly, come help!
Let me go! Let me go!
Well, this is how... Ha ha, he thinks he's dead.
Dear guest, this...
That's right. Did you hear that? Repeat after me.
You're talking to someone invisible. If I'm not dead... Stop asking! You'll alert... Don't say that name!
I sent a storm.
How many can you block? Blade and flight! Practice is over. Swords descend!
Did you come here of your own volition? Or was it destined for oblivion?
You don't look so good.
Heaven surge. Rise!
Time for swordplay!
He passed out. His intense negative emotions attracted the nearby memory zone memes.
I see. But why aren't the other people around here scared?
Unlike in the Sweet Dream, people here don't see memory zone memes as... But we can't just leave it.
We can ask Jessie for help. I've gotten to know many locals while waiting for you guys. Everyone here is living a self-sufficient life. I don't know how to describe it, but this place feels like the real dreamscape. Evening, Jessie.
Welcome, Miss March. Who might be?
These two are my friends.
I see there have been a lot of new faces.
Do such things?
Not really, but they're becoming more. This man has had quite the shock.
Hello, V.
That must be Robin.
Huh? Robin?
Misha's about to take us to her.
We met some still. I heard that places like Dreams. I also heard that
If that's true, it's...
Himeko must be gathering information. This is where we split up.
So that's how it is. I never imagined we'd gather the remaining details here.
Himeko!
Ah, perfect timing.
It's a pleasure.
You know.
I've been keeping an eye on you since the day you arrived. Please, allow me.
Gravekeeper.
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty...
You're too modest, Micah.
So,
On that note, Mr. Mika, which tombstones are you referring to?
They're actually just symbolic stones. But before that, you have an
important guest? Who could it be?
This way, please. The roads here in Dreamflux Reef are a bit run down, so watch your step. There she is.
It really is?
Oh, I can't.
It was nothing, Grace. I merely taught them how to sing. It was you who brought hope into their lives. Life must be quite difficult for them in reality, I imagine.
That's right.
Whenever it's time to say goodbye to these kids, they're reluctant to leave. But I've explored every corner of Dreamflux Reef, talked to everyone I met, and they all told me the same thing. This shattered dream is not worth clinging to.
It seems you truly are a child of the harmony. Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing. Carol there, with her blind eyes, used to work at a nutrition center in the outer ring of Penacony. And as for Gary, he's been living with autism since he was a child. They're not old enough to enter the sweet dream managed by the family. If we compare people to birds, these kids are like fledglings with impaired wings. But in this dream, well, they can fly freely. Even if they stumble along the way, well, they're still relying on their own strength. And me, an old lady with no legs. Well, without this dream, I couldn't even walk toward them.
I'm glad that you found a new life here in Penacony. It's just...
Don't worry, Robin. Dreams have their significance, but they aren't everything. Both the children and I understand this. No matter how long we fly through this dream, we will one day return to reality. But you know what? Emma and Gary aren't plagued by their insecurities anymore. No, and Carol is learning how to cope with her blindness. And Andy is livelier than ever. Well, even I've become more optimistic. You see, in dreams, we learn how to live. Once we return to reality, we learn how to survive.
And should our feathers be damaged, then we share our wings with one another. There's no need to covet an illusory sky in dreams, because we have the right and the ability to fly towards a broader horizon.
It's a relief to see you safe and sound, Miss Robin.
It's nice to see you all again, Astral Express crew. I heard my disappearance caused quite the commotion out there. I'm really sorry about that.
Since you're here, can we assume that you're fully aware of the situation in Penacony?
Ever since I returned to Penacony, my voice started to change, until it gradually faded away. At first, I thought it was a temporary ailment, perhaps due to having been away too long. I thought maybe it just takes some time for my body to acclimate to the high concentration of memoria and asdana. But now it seems the root of the problem goes way beyond me. There are elements around me that don't align with the harmony. Losing my voice is just one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse.
The Sweet Dreams collapse? That memo keeper mentioned the same thing. So it's real.
While I was away from Penacony, the boundaries of the 12 dreamscapes kept expanding outward. But whenever I mentioned the anomalies in my dreams, all the family heads refused to talk about it. Only my brother was willing to respond. Later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further convinced me that there are hidden secrets beneath the surface of Penacony. So, following the clues in the Oak family's dossiers, I found my way here. The land of the exiles, concealed by the family under the guise of death. A dream within a dream, where Penacony's past is buried.
Hearing you speak, it sounds as if your voice has made somewhat of a recovery.
I hate to admit it, but the harmony in this place resonates more broadly than within the Sweet Dream. It's regrettable, but the family has experienced betrayal. The traitor, or traitors, abandoned their original principles and, using the name of harmony, exploited people's weaknesses to turn Penacony into the planet of festivities, trapping everyone in the illusion of the Sweet Dream. This is not the strong defending the weak, but rather the strong exploiting the weak. A world without equality won't ever be favored by the harmony. And naturally, those voices blessed by them have lost the ability to sing.
Could there be another force influencing the family's shift in philosophy, Miss Robin? Considering what happened with Acheron, it's difficult to conceive of another entity within the realm of the harmony capable of influencing everyone. Unless a power surpassing that of an emanator is involved.
I'd heard about what happened to the Xianzhou Alliance, but as far as I'm aware, the family hasn't faced any such external interventions. Who knows? Perhaps I've just been away too long and missed something. Regardless, I cannot accept my home is moving towards the very opposite of what the harmony represents, while still claiming to uphold it. I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family, and who exactly it was who betrayed us all. Do you remember our arrangement, Mr. Micah? Well, here's my answer. I've decided to forgo my role, and never step foot on the Charmony Festival stage again.
Look here, brother. A little bird.
Looks like a fledgling Charmony dove. But Charmony doves don't live here. So how did this little bird get here? Maybe its parents abandoned it?
It looks weak and frail. Why don't we find something soft and make a nest for it?
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling. Let's take it with us. We can put it on the wooden shelf in front of your window.
Okay. A bird like that must have a beautiful singing voice. Where will it live?
I'll ask the family head to build a cage for it.
A cage? But then it won't have the freedom to fly, right?
Let's see. What is it that has captured the attention of the two best interpreters of the Great One? To the point that they've forgotten how to enjoy their dessert. Oh, poor little thing. Doesn't look like it's doing well. Do you want to rescue it?
I do. But I don't want to lock it up in a cage.
Why?
Even if it's small and not fully feathered and can't sing, it didn't come into this world just to be locked up in a cage. Birds, they should be flying free in the sky.
That's quite the romantic idea. And what about you, a young scholar? Do you agree with your sister?
I think she's right. But if we leave it out in the wild, it won't survive for more than a few days at best.
Ah, I see. It seems our little scholar is still a bit unsure. Well, let me tell you youngsters a story. As you probably know, Charmony doves can fly through the air. We've seen the spectre, their ancestors, after countless...
So...
Well, that's an...
I think people...
That's an interest...
For now, I'll keep it in a cage and
Well said.
We will take good...
Yeah.
And what
What if this... should we let them go?
Talking in your sleep? Huh? Yeah.
Where is Robin?
Hey, don't worry, your sister. If I were you...
If you wanted to...
So, you figured out...
Choice.
You are aware of my... I'm suggesting we cooperate.
Cooperate? What makes you think I'd cooperate with you?
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side. Plus, some clues about a traitor and a bright future for Penacony. Any of that catch your interest?
I find it hard to believe a man who's full of deception.
Fine. You don't have to trust me. What you should trust is the sense of justice inside of you.
Show me Robin first.
All right, as you wish. Here she is.
Huh?
What's your trick this time?
Just kidding. I mean, this lady will lead us to Robin, right?
And the crew, too. There are too many people who you owe an explanation.
That'd be great. Please follow me, Honorable Oak Family Head. Now, all the actors are on the stage.
This is the monument I mentioned earlier. The names inscribed on it should be familiar to all of you.
Rosalina and Tiernan.
When Penacony was known as a frontier prison, it was the trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Astana, and their names deserve to be immortalized, not just on this small stone tablet, but in the annals of history for all of time. However, today, the planet of festivities is nothing but sweet dreams. That heavy piece of history is all a distant memory, just like that prison.
If their names are inscribed here, then that means...
According to Micah, they died long ago.
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. She ventured alone into the heart of the star system to investigate the flow of Memoria, but she never returned. Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people through countless battles, but he didn't live long enough to witness the arrival of true peace. In the decade following the war, Penacony faced challenges internal and external. To protect Asdana, Tiernan took up the way of the Trailblaze and led the Lampmoth family to explore beyond the system, only to be surrounded and wiped out by the Swarm.
Though I had expected as much, the tales of these heroes truly are sorrowful.
True to the title of Trailblazer, they spent their lives venturing into the unknown. But what about this tablet? There are no names carved on it.
When Dreamflux Reef was created, its owner was still alive. However, he insisted on erecting a monument for himself, saying that it will happen someday. Here we meet again. Everyone from the Astral Express.
Robin.
I promised to give the siblings private.
That sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of gathering the family head, the crew, and the Stellaron hunters, I'm guessing you have something important to say, Mr. Gallagher?
Oh, is it that obvious?
The look on your face is practically screaming, I'm the one behind.
Siblings, before we begin, as Gallagher, the history fictionologist, I humbly extend my greetings to you all.
History fictionologist? So what?
Well, don't worry. Almost.
I double-checked with my...
Thank you for your understanding. Well, it all...
The Stellaron.
You're totally correct. How keen. The sweet dream doesn't come to achieve this feat without the help of an emanator of remembrance or enigmata. The only... And that's not something you can achieve with a simple wish. In Asdana, the planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster. It all started a long time ago. Back when the Stellaron first entered the Asdana system during the war. The Nameless warned everyone against the folly of attempting to tamper with such a power. The turning point came after Tiernan's death. With two of the Nameless gone, the Watchmaker had to go to the front lines. It was at that moment his rivals saw an opportunity. By the time a representative from the Montour Systems family arrived at the Watchmaker's call, the Stellaron had already been activated and was seeping into the primordial synesthesia dreamscape.
And I suppose the family happened to possess the knowledge to seal the Stellaron?
Not just that. They knew far more about the Stellaron than the average person. They helped Mikhail swiftly quell the civil unrest and played a part in building Penacony under the disguise of the Harmony. Those three eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The Watchmaker, who had been left in the dark, sent out invitations across the universe, spreading the hype around the land of...
Then...
Remember the island, its people's lives, confusion. Sadly, at my wit's end, dormancy.
So
it's not just that.
So...
If that's the case, where is the...
That's a question for Mr. Are you done talking?
It.
As I suspected.
As for the person...
Well, that was you.
Correct. I didn't have other options. The dream, moreover.
What do you mean by that?
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds. We grew up as orphans, But I can't just stand by, and I won't step on that stage and sing. No matter who the traitor is, or what orders they give me. I won't let the Charmony Festival become an event that destroys harmony itself. Or the paradise in our dreams.
Indeed. For the paradise in our dreams. As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for ensuring Penacony's promising future. Robin and I will head into the sweet dream and confront the Dream Master. And if it turns out that the family has truly strayed from the harmony, I'll fight alongside you. We'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure Mr. Gopherwood pays for his blood debt.
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog here, who can barely even bark. Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up? Maybe, just maybe, we'll have a shot at success.
We have always been following in the footsteps of our nameless predecessors, and there's no reason to stop now.
Yeah, we Nameless won't back down from a challenge. Isn't that right, Miss Trailblazer? That line actually makes me a bit nervous.
Rest assured, sitting on the sidelines isn't in our nature. Mr. Sunday, Miss Rob...
Thank you.
Thank you all very...
The Charmony Festival is...
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations. I may have been quick...
Huh? He's the leader of the family.
Maybe you...
No, that won't do. You're still carrying... As I suspected, this, if I'm right, he intends to use it to track your location or contact you when needed. As it so happens, this may actually be of some use in the current situation.
Aventurine?
Remember what I said earlier? If negotiation, the only question mark in all of this is Aventurine's current status. But the IPC is always listening.
Good luck to you, Welt.
Well, you take care.
Spoken like a true hero. Even if the Dream Master...
Don't you have something else to tell us, Gallagher?
Why would you say so?
Before we departed, the conductor asked us to inquire about the three nameless, and if I'm not mistaken...
I've been watching over you, Miss Himiko.
Yes.
And you two, young name...
I don't know much...
You're full of... As for the last nameless, on his deathbed, come with me.
Back here again.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend. Like you've still got so much to say and do. I've kept my promise. Brought the future trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train. But I remember your last words. Don't let us down, old...
What's happening?
Go ahead. His resting place lies in the garden up ahead. The first and last Mikhail Char... The legacy he left behind. After all.
Well?
Wait, seriously? How could a dream...
That old man always had. I could never figure.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher.
Don't.
Just as Mikhail believed, there must be something.
Well, I'm a follow. That's why.
Can I borrow your pet? I need to. It's for Mikhail.
Welcome to the Reverie.
Greetings.
The Astral Express.
Yes, my.
I see, but you're. And you are.
Me.
Oh, since there's a precedent. I'm sorry, dear guest.
What do you mean?
My apologies.
How about this? Gimme.
I'm afraid that's not.
How about you?
I'm sorry, but there are strict.
So nothing works, huh?
Please be patient.
And now it seems you need.
It's.
Oh, fudge.
Please.
I don't think she's trying.
I have a...
Something doesn't seem right. I need to leave for a moment.
Sure. Going home seems pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything.
The Charmony Festival.
Hey!
Well,
Oh, come on!
Well, you never know, right? Anyway.
Unsettling.
relax.
Well, looks like I...
Greetings. I'm Cody of the Bloodhound family.
Hello. So, do you think there's...
I'm not present all...
she doesn't appear to be acting. Back already?
Hasn't she returned yet?
Nope. Neither the staff nor the guests seem to...
I agree. I walked around the hood.
Well, I'll be forward.
We shouldn't linger here too long.
Not so fast.
Are you suggesting...
I wouldn't say they don't want to attract...
If I were family...
Of course, we don't...
A secret signal.
That's right.
Oh, a concrete...
I'm sorry.
How do we get into the VIP lounge?
This is where my street smarts come into play. You're the...
Yes,
We're the nameless. We've been waiting here for...
Is this your...
It's called...
I apologize for the inconvenience.
Just...
Wow, this bar's something else. Certainly worthy of the planet of festivities.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, I haven't...
Has Donna's white? Oh. If someone had reserved such a beverage...
That's strange.
What should we do?
No need to now. Let's...
Wow, that's the most... What can I get?
Anything you recommend.
Then I would recommend today's...
This flavor. Dynamite barbecue with...
Dynamite barbecue with rock...
As long as you're satisfied.
Let's give the memo keeper another half-system hour.
The situation is it's unusual for the followers of...
Actually, as you know, isn't there a saying among...
Talking.
Well, you know what with that Acheron late.
And you believe that's...
I'm not
Anyway, unless the...
Maybe it's people do stupid, but eons...
You think she...
It's much...
But in my opinion...
Oh.
Exactly. It's more about...
I don't know what you've been through. That's why the galaxy... Just in case. I have a backup plan if the memo keeper doesn't show up.
You sure have a lot of...
Well, going back to my old career would make things a lot easier. And by the way, when you were walking around the hotel, did you happen to see any important-looking guests?
What's your plan?
It's simple. We just grab some hostages and use them as bargaining chips with the family. Or maybe we could...
No need for that. We'll return to the Express now.
Wait. Are you kidding?
Are you leaving, esteemed guest?
Huh?
Ha ha. Looks...
Oh, I'll be...
No mistake. That...
Well, looks...
You're back? 2 guests just boarded saying they...
Oh.
2 guests?
Yeah, 2. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express, but sneaking in like that...
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, the Nameless are the only ones we can truly trust right now.
You are the memo keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Hung. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill, this is our first face-to-face meeting.
Finally, memo keeper. Well, let's cut to the chase.
That's precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Black Swan, and I serve the Garden of Recollection as a memo keeper. I'm sure she knows it better than I do.
Greetings. I'm Acheron.
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag! You betrayed me!
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family. Thankfully,
To be honest, it was more like...
I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals. Namely, all of you.
Trustworthy? Son of a... How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in your head and see what secrets...
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other options.
No other options? What do you mean?
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safe. I kindly request an immediate warp...
This passenger is requesting...
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat, and seems to be telling.
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Dan Hung. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they need our help. As for Boot Hill, you may have guessed, I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other, so this was the only way I could reach out to you. Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise. To return his relics to their rightful owner. Someone once told me that every rainfall is like a gift from the heavens, a sign of their mercy upon the world. Raindrops are said to be the tears of the gods. So, how long has this been?
I used to believe looks like the Guardian. Well, mortals, you walked, and for some,
like
sin-thirsters, the obsessions of the Pathstriders, they emerge from the depths of IX, seeing themselves as masters of their own destiny. unknowingly repeated the actions of their past lives. They emerge from the nihility and head toward it, leading purposeless lives. However, these hollow phantoms, they were once my dear companions, a group of galaxy rangers.
Are you watching over them?
Watching over them? No. I'm guiding them toward transcendence. It was a brutal war. A crusade that shook the universe. The universe witnessed the fall of Zulo, the Lord Ravager, but it came at a price. A price so hefty that only those who were there still remember. The unwavering determination of the Hunt followers persists even in death. So someone must guide these lost souls to their life beyond. They were heroes in their time, and they shouldn't be reduced to mere puppets of nihility. As for me,
but you know, these sin thirsters.
Does this seem pointless? Or some tasks have...
I can help you.
For what?
For the meaning of the night.
I see. Thank you, stranger.
Before we part ways, it is true that if...
A good question. What I do know, someone...
When I appeared as I grew into a...
I humbly request...
Come to me.
As you wish. I have faithfully served the Alfalfa out of...
Do you sincerely... Have you examined... Are you willing? Very well. Next.
I hope...
Rest assured. I see.
But the bloodhound
The family is ready.
Thank...
Next.
Hey! Long...
I have sought...
Sure, but that's it.
Do you...
My sin? You think nobody knows before you start? Well...
Oh, revere. Who can judge? Who can vouch for the... Who can... If the strong... Then...
Brother? Brother, are you all right?
You've been working non-stop.
No.
It has always been out, even if the negotiation...
You know, since arriving in Penacony, we haven't had any contact with...
The Dream Master rarely grant...
Let's...
Indeed.
It's about time.
Don't worry.
Dear, it's Mr. Sunday! Hey, come over here! Mister, if I just... But it's they told...
Selling everything.
Why? Can't you see? Life back home is miserable. It's not really living at all. It's better to be here at Pinnacle. No pain, no worries about tomorrow, just sweet dreams. You can do whatever you want. That's what I call living. Yeah, now this is the...
Is this...
Huh?
Oh.
Oh, yeah. See you around, Mr. Sen...
What's up, sister?
This is the land of the man we ran into, even those sweet dreams.
I suppose you have a point.
Why do you say...
You think that man is not actually... People believe they have a... However...
Are you suggesting...
Exactly. The survival of the... No tragedies
Perhaps that man...
Yes. See.
begin.
Glad to meet you again, Robin.
You're too kind. I can't stand to be. But if this went on.
Nad, every day you get.
But.
That's exactly only in this suite. And I wish you a.
Seems like
She had a valid.
what you're trying to.
Well.
However, the paradox.
No. And the. The scenery in this dreamscape is truly breathtaking, isn't it?
Oh, Robin. You're right.
A philosophical.
Oh, not at all.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah, and then all my comrades died. And they have. And I'm truly grateful for that. They provided me with a comfortable room, my physical body, and my true appearance. Now, I hope you never have to witness it, Robin.
So.
My world has been torn apart, and my life could end any second. So.
That old man's story.
That's precisely.
However.
There will be a way.
The show begins. The show begins.
Look what we have here. A lovely young lady. Wait, is that me?
The show begins.
Brother, what a surprise to see you again.
Show yourself. Your trick.
I've heard that a skilled masked fool received it.
Barely.
Now that you've had your...
What? You should be.
That was a personal.
The Charmony Fest. I don't care what you're. Penacony.
Stop it.
Our paradise is.
All right. Do you really believe? Well, I've done my. Here. The last. And it'll be.
I heard a raven cawing in the distance. It seems the Dream Master will arrive soon. Let's wait here.
Okay. Seems like a lot is.
Well.
But that someone. The paradise Penacony is not.
Remember the old man?
That might be true. That path made. Is Penacony granting.
Well, the future for humanity. Do you remember how we took in that little Charmony?
Yeah.
Well, shortly after you left.
I had surmised as much. I knew you wouldn't have avoided mentioning the bird for no reason. Despite that unfortunate outcome, I still believe it was the right decision. Birds aren't meant to spend their lives in cages.
But here's the thing. If there are birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
Are you implying that the same goes for humans too?
Let's take the Astral Express as an example. The Nameless made tremendous efforts to bridge worlds, gaining fame across the universe. However, that's because the pursuit of the Trailblaze exceeds the capabilities of ordinary humans. Otherwise, why would this path be filled with broken rails, an abandoned express, and even a fallen eon?
That's just sophistry. If that were true,
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happens. Another name for the future is self-value. While this world has its fair share of heroes who inspire people and garner admiration for their heroic deeds, the majority, some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances. Some fall victim to malice and cowardice. When it comes to survival, everyone is equal, and the weak can only watch.
That's why we should care for the weak and support them as if their suffering were our own.
While the harmony holds noble aspirations, the strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be weak. Even in this carefree dream, human nature contains greatness, but it also, in the end, if people can't even secure their own survival, they won't care about the illusory future of equality. As long as the law of survival of the fittest prevails, there will always be fledglings crashing.
But if people don't live for the future, do they merely exist for some...
People often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world envisioned a future where no more fledglings would ever crash to their death.
Are you reading, sister? What are you reading?
Mr. Gopherwood gave me a picture book. It's about the story of the harmonic strings. If I could become a chord master, I'd like to summon Dominicus, the harmonious choir. I want to sing with everyone and spread our wishes so that all can feel happiness and joy.
I see.
Don't you?
Of course I do. It's...
Then, let's build a stage.
It's a...
Yeah, it's a...
Maybe.
You're back sooner than I thought. Any results?
Yes. And now, it's up to us to forge ahead.
But why else would he have chosen? How do you have the numbers?
Oh, God, anymore.
As I see it, Penacony is our... We're more familiar...
That's right. But the problem is...
So, no. So, I heard as long as we... So... to tell you...
So they're still running the...
We'll follow Mark...
I'm afraid I won't have the time. As a virtual character, I've already completed my final mission. Whether Penacony can awaken from this dream is all down to you.
Should we ever cross paths?
All right.
And Miss Firefly?
We've already come this far together. I'd like...
This is also the spirit.
If you have ambition.
Oh, wow, they've really outdone the...
Behold, here come 4 friends with spirits high and full of steel. Are you a... Yes, you.
Excuse me, you...
As the last group of
Would you be open to...
Your journey,
The sword and...
A knight's head is hard.
People are pouring.
Ladies and gentlemen, please. Coming towards us now is... Allow me to introduce...
Hello?
Can't hide it any...
Hello, everyone.
So it's a bunch of